just attending the service. I think I'd sit right there.
Uh-huh.
Good morning. My name is Denise Haskins. You've never seen me in this position before. Never. I'm the lay leader for today's service, and I warmly welcome you to First Parish. I've been a member here for, I think, 14 years, something like that. I'm the choir director, the tone chimes director, and somehow ended up being the de facto person that people come to when they have facilities questions. What I love about First Parish is, there's so much. Being allowed to play this organ that was built pre-Civil War is quite a privilege. And I love directing the choir and the tone chimes. But most of all, I love the way we come together for each other. All you have to do is get sick and people will descend upon you with food and walk your dog and pick up your meds, and it's just great. Or that. So this morning we are pleased to welcome our guest preacher, Matt Meyer. Matt is a lifelong Unitarian Universalist with a long background as a musician and worship leader for UU congregations. He lives in Boston but travels as an itinerant worship leader, bringing the good news of Unitarian Universalism to hundreds of congregations all over the country. He serves as a director of operations for Sanctuary Boston, a contemporary UU worship community with rock and music and engaging worship that meets on Wednesday evenings online and in person. Matt has also published a children's book author. He is a published children's book author. His story, Desmond Gets Free, won a Nautilus Award for social justice in children's fiction. To get a copy for a child, teacher, or any justice maker in your life, stop by the table after worship to purchase a copy. He will also be sharing 2 rituals in today's service from a new book of rituals called Blessing It All, published by the UUA, and which he'll have for sale at his table after the service in the Upper Parish Hall. So before we begin our time of worship, we have some announcements. First one is that there's a Transgender Day of Remembrance tomorrow, Monday, November 18th. There's a vigil at Central Square Congregational Church at 5 o'clock, and you're all welcome to attend. And anyone wanting to make soup or cookies for the holiday fair, please talk to either Laurie Lesner or AJ Derby at coffee hour. And if you are attending the Friendsgiving on Thanksgiving here, I will touch base with you after the service to make sure that we will have enough food. First Parish is a welcoming congregation. We proudly fly the rainbow flag to symbolize our welcome of people of all identities, ages, and backgrounds. If you are new to First Parish, we hope you enjoy your experience this morning. We encourage you to fill out the guest book on the table at the rear of the sanctuary, making sure to include your email address to receive church updates. For newcomers joining online, please see the sign-up link posted in the chat. We invite all who are here in person to join us after the service for a time of fellowship in the parish hall. The service is being hosted via Zoom and recorded for Bridgewater Cable TV, but the camera is turned off to protect your privacy during the sharing of joys and sorrows. In the event of an emergency or evacuation drill, please leave the building through the main sanctuary doors, or should you need a ramp, through the School Street entrance to my left. You are welcome here. Thank you for joining us. Your presence makes a difference, and we will now begin our time of worship with the prelude.
Lay me low, so love can find me. Lay me low, so love can hold me. Lay me low, so love can bless me. Lay me low, oh lay me low. Lay me low, so love can find me. Lay me low, so love can hold me. Lay me low, so love can bless me. Lay me low, oh lay me low. Lay me low, oh, lay me low.
Thank you, Matt. Would you now join me for the affirmation of our covenant? The words should be up on the screen. Oh, the chalice lighting, I'm sorry. And here they are. We light our chalice, mark the sacred hour, as we gather in this beautiful historic sanctuary, both in body and spirit. We connect to the many generations that have come here to explore the divine. Let us join our hearts around the holy and our relationship to each other. It is time to share worship together. Thank you. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to speak the truth in love, and to help one. This morning will begin in song. In my own congregation of Sanctuary Boston, we meet on Wednesday evenings, and we have a saying, which is we're going to begin with some singing, and we're going to end with some singing, and we're going to do some singing in the middle. So let's begin with singing. The song is a call and response. You can repeat after me, but I'll sing it once through on my own. Lay me low, so love can find me. Lay me low, so love can hold me. Lay me low, so love can bless me. Lay me low, oh lay me low. So each phrase you'll sing right after me, and there's a little bit of overlap where you've got to start singing before I'm done, so gather your courage. Here we go. Lay me low, lay me, so love can find, so love can find. Lay me low, lay me, so love can hold, so love can hold me. Lay me low, so love can bless, so love can bless. Lay me low, oh lay me low, lay me low. And these words come to us from Reverend Joan Javier Duvall.
Here is where you can lay it down. Lay down all that you have carried, the weight of the world that has rounded your back, leaving you aching and exhausted. Here is where healing begins, where burdens are set down and alongside one another's, their magnitude doesn't seem so great. Here is where the door is thrown open and the light can lift away the shadows and what was hidden can now be seen. Here is where you can rest, where nothing is expected, but that you bring all of who you are in the presence of the holy and of this loving community. Let us worship together.
Lay me low, lay me, so love can find, so love can find. Lay me low, so love can hold, so love can hold. Lay me low, lay me, so love can bless, so love can bless. Lay me low, lay me, oh lay me low.
I invite you to join together in a spirit of prayer, to breathe deeply, to feel the air in your lungs, to be present in your body. Love, we know that you are always with us, always within and around us, always in search of us. But we get distracted by other things that don't begin in love. We forget our purpose. We forget our gratitude. Instead of love, we give ourselves to worries and small anxieties, to old stories that are out of date and no longer serve us. Lay us low, love. Lay us down in our humanity. Lay us down by the earth from which we came and to which we will return. Return us to awe. Return us to healing. Heal us of the worries and the fears that do not give life. Heal us of the anxieties that do not serve love. Here is where the door is thrown open. Here is where you can lay it down. Here is where you can rest. Here is where healing begins.
Lay me low, so love can find me. Lay me low, so love can hold, so love. Lay me low, so love can bless me. Lay me low, oh lay me low.
Try a little louder and with some more harmony. Here we go.
Lay me low, lay me, so love can find me. Lay me low, so love can hold me. Lay me low, so love can bless me. Lay me low, oh lay me low. Lay me low, oh lay me low, lay me low.
We're going to continue on in song. Before some radicals introduced the idea of hymns in church in our Puritan ancestors' congregations, before some people came along and invited this heresy of singing hymns written by people rather than by the Lord God, our Puritan ancestors, from which we Unitarians descended, only sang the Psalms because God had given us all the lyrics we needed in that book. And they only sung them by chanting call and response, with the deacon calling out and the congregation responding, before things went secular and sideways with the introduction of hymns, which divided congregations and divided families and tore people apart from each other with this debate. So we're going to return to our roots today to do some call and response singing in that Puritan tradition. But we're going to add some rhythm and drums that would make the Puritans absolutely roll over in their graves. So repeat after me again. Here we go. Forget your perfect offering, forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring, just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything, there is a crack in everything. This part changes. That's how, gotta come quick here. That's how the light gets in, that's how the light gets in. That last line is the only one that's different from the call. Let's try that last section. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. All right, I think you got it. I'm going to invite you to stand up and rise in body or spirit if that's comfortable while I sit down on the drum. And for all of our singing today, I invite you to do it in whatever way your spirit needs. It's been a full couple of weeks since the election. A lot of us have a lot of different feelings, and so you might need a lot of different things today, and I hope that you'll take good care of yourselves and each other today and always. So if what you need this morning is to just hum along, if the words elude you and you just want to hum, that's okay. That's just as good. And if what you need this morning is to just sit in silence and not sing at all and just soak in the sound of the room, that's okay too. That's just as good. And if what you need this morning is to rock out like you are alone in the car with your radio, this is your morning to do it, and we've got space in the aisles for dancing. Here we go. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. Just ring the bells that still can. There is a crack in everything. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. Forget your perfect offering. Forget your perfect offering. Just ring the bells that still can ring. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. 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 Nice. Let's take a deep breath and set the song down gently as you're seated.
That was fun. Now is the time in our service for the sharing of joys and sorrows, those matters of great personal significance that touch us, our families, and loved ones. If you have a joy or sorrow, please come to the front to light a candle. If you would like to speak, please keep your sharing brief at this time so the ritual moves smoothly. You may also choose to light your candle in silence. Online participants are invited to share by typing your joys and sorrows in the chat. A volunteer in the sanctuary will read them aloud.
Love has made a place for you where everything is new.
Instead of words, let's pray this morning with song and with silence and ritual. I love that this book of rituals in the tradition of Unitarian Universalism has rituals for the many big events of our lives, but also for the very, very small ones, including entering and exiting silence. So I'll invite you to sing this song with me 3 times. Love has made a place for you where everything is new. We'll sing it loudly, and then quietly, and then we'll hum it together. And then we'll share silence for a minute, and then hum it, and then sing quietly, and then loudly together.
Love has made a place for you where everything is new.
Sing together, loudly.
Love has made a place for you where everything is new.
Quietly.
Love has made a place for you where everything
Each Sunday, we collect an offering to support the ministries of the church and the mission of a community organization that shares our faith values. This month, contributions to our collection plate are being shared with Guest at Your Table. Guest at Your Table is the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee's annual program supporting global human rights. Donations over $150 are matched by the UU congregation at Shelter Rock in Manhasset, New York, if you feel so inclined. Make checks payable to First Parish with GAYT in the memo line.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. This great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now, it is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
I spent this past summer as an intern chaplain at a hospital downtown. For 11 weeks, I spent my days knocking on hospital room doors, initiating conversations with patients and families. Now, chaplains can serve many different purposes, and in fact, on the patient medical charts for the hospital, there are 51 different listed interventions, i.e., things we can do that are possibilities for chaplain services. And so maybe it's not a surprise then that people have a lot of different ideas and different assumptions about the role of a chaplain. The way people reacted when I walked into a room was wide-ranging. Some people were grateful to see me, others were disappointed, some were nervous, certainly some were relieved. Some were suspicious, like the guy who, when I knocked on his door, said, "Sure, I'll hear what you have to say." He had this kind of, "I guess I have nothing better to do than talk to you" attitude. What I learned was that the moment that I stepped in the door, everyone had a story about me, and that story, at least early on, defined our interactions. People interacted with me totally differently, even though I was always the same person. It was this vivid illustration of the way people interact and how it has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with the story they have about me. And it made me start to wonder how much of the way I engage with other people in my life has to do with the stories I have about them rather than who they actually are. I had wondered about these first impressions before I even started this internship. Before I started working at the hospital, I had never had a job anything like this. I had never not worked from home. I had never worked a 40-hour week. And while some novice chaplains are reasonably nervous about meaningful things like what it will be like to sit with people on the worst days of their lives, or how to comfort someone in the depths of their grief, for me, to be honest, my own nervousness mostly took the form of obsessively worrying about fashion. I fussed and I fretted over clothing. I wondered and I worried about what I would wear. What would be totally neutral yet professional? What can I possibly wear that would be appropriate if I've suddenly found myself at something like a funeral, which would happen, but wouldn't look like a funeral had arrived every time I entered the room? At one point, I remember, I asked two longtime professional chaplains. I was chatting with them. They were sitting side by side in front of me. One of them said, "Go with color. Be yourself. Be unique. Bring joy to the room." The other chaplain next to her said, No. Suit and tie, blend in, don't stand out. Black is a safe color, and you want to be safe." This did not help. These anxieties were partially about the assumptions I knew people would have when they first saw me, certainly. And I eventually had to resign myself to the idea that there was no magical outfit that would disarm someone of their preconceived stories about me. And it would be easy to say that the assumptions were all one-sided, but I certainly was not immune to this. When knocking on a patient's door, I could read their medical chart, but that rarely told me what to really expect. I learned that there is more than one kind of Catholic. There's more than one kind of cancer. There's more than one way to make meaning of suffering. Over and over again, as I would begin to create a picture of what to expect on the other side of the door, I would have to remind myself that I, in fact, knew nothing about what to expect, as I was surprised over and over again. And if there was ever a time to assume that a conversation would go a certain way, surely it would be with someone that I had already met with. But even that wasn't necessarily the case. Towards the end of my time there, I had a visit with someone that was particularly challenging. The patient was in her last days, dying of cancer, and her spouse, who I'll call Jim, was sitting by her bed. Jim and I talked for a long time, and he had ideas about God that I absolutely did not agree with. That's not so important, but I felt like his ideas about God were keeping him from being present with his partner in these final precious days together. I was frustrated with him. I was frustrated with myself for not finding a better way to engage in this conversation. So the next morning, I knocked on the door of my supervisor, and I shared my discomfort with her. I shared all of the things I wish Jim had done differently. I shared the things I wish I had done differently. She suggested that I go visit again. But she cautioned me, don't try to redo yesterday's conversation. Go back there today and do today's conversation. If his spouse's illness is continuing to progress, she said, she might be in a very different place today, and he might also be in a different place. So go back, but go back with curiosity. Go back with curiosity for today, not expectations from yesterday's story. Dear ones, if you have ever tried to repeat an old script over and over, even when the situation was new, you know the wisdom of this advice. So that next day, I found that things were different. At first, at least, Jim did seem to want to have the exact same conversation we'd had yesterday, but I tried to stay curious, and after a little while, things began to shift. We spoke about how he wanted to be present with his partner in these last days. He held her hand. He played music for her. He shared tender goodbyes. And things between him and I felt different too. The day was new, and so were we. Showing up with curiosity, leaving your stories about someone at the door, is an idea that some chaplains call the intimate stranger. It means that the less you assume about a person, the more you can be present with who they actually are in front of you. Now, I imagine some of you didn't spend your summer walking up to perfect strangers and asking them about their deepest hopes and fears, in which case, maybe all this seems like a lesson for an irrelevant few. But holy curiosity allows us to meet the person where they're at. And being an intimate stranger is actually easiest when it's with an actual stranger. The more you think you know a person, the harder it gets. I came to realize this all too painfully when the week after my internship ended, I was spending some time with family. I had had this difficult summer of having hard conversations all day long, every day, and finally I got to go on vacation with my family, and it drove me nuts. I remember turning to my partner and saying, how is it that I spent all summer learning to stay open and curious and be a grounded, non-anxious presence, but my own family still drives me up the GD wall at just trying to figure out where to go to dinner? Honey, she said, it's because it's your own family. I've noticed that when I get most frustrated with my housemates, for instance, it's almost inevitably because I'm using non-curious language, absolutist language, we call it. I start to have these imaginary conversations with my housemates that begin with words like, you always, or why don't you ever? These words are the sound of anti-curiosity. These aren't words that describe a person. They're the words that describe a story I tell myself about a person. So I learned how to bring that curiosity to the hospital room, to be an intimate stranger when knocking on someone's door. But believe me when I tell you, I am still learning how to bring that curiosity to the people I am closest to. My invitation to myself and to you is to show up as the intimate stranger for the people in your life. To go back to your spouse, your colleague, your family, your partners, and instead of trying to redo yesterday's conversation, do today's conversation. Before you knock on their door, or pick up the phone, or join the meeting, invite your own holy curiosity, dear ones. I wonder who this person is today. I wonder what they need today. And I invite you to do that for yourself as well. Just because I was super focused all day long yesterday and got a whole bunch of things done, that doesn't mean that's the standard I need to hold myself to today. Or just because yesterday was a cluster intercourse of eruptions and miscommunications and unfulfilled obligations, that doesn't mean that the week is shot and I can't be a different person today. And so, beloveds, If you, like I am, have been weary from the last week and a half or so, if global politics are weighing down on your soul, if the layers of emotion are complicated and a tangled knot, I invite you to show up for yourself and for each other with holy curiosity. Don't redo yesterday, do today. Leave behind the stories that no longer serve you. Show up as the intimate stranger for the intimates in your life as well as the strangers, and invite that holy curiosity. May it be so. I'd like to invite you into a practice of letting go of yesterday's stories, letting go of what no longer serves us. So much of our life, so much of our goals and our ambitions are about adding things, adding meetings to our calendar, adding items to our to-do list, even adding goals for more rest or time with loved ones. And while love is infinite, time is limited, dear ones. And so I invite you to think of something you want to let go of. It could be a goal taking up space in your heart that no longer serves you. It could be a recurring meeting in your calendar that's taking up space. Or it could be a grudge taking up space in your mind. If you are like me, you might have one of each. Whatever no longer serves you, I invite you to let it go this morning. So I'm going to invite our ushers to pass out some pens, some markers, and paper, some magic dissolving paper that I've brought for you this morning. And I'll invite you to write down a word or a phrase that you want to let go of. An old story, an old grudge, a recurring meeting. Write it down. And then in a few minutes, I'll invite you to come up to the front and drop the paper in the water and watch it dissolve away and let it go this morning. I'll give you a few minutes to write. Now that we've written these things down, it is time to let them go. Many cultures use water to carry away troubles, from the floating flowers placed at the shore of the Santeria goddess Yemaya, to take away to the Christian ritual of baptism, meant to wash away sin. Water is cleansing and it is releasing. So you are now invited to dissolve your anxiety, anger, disappointment, frustration, and regret into the cool water of these two vessels. So I invite you to come down. You can drop your paper into the water, and then grab one of these little utensils here and just give it a stir to dissolve it away. I invite you forward, and you are welcome to join in singing as you go.
Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole.
You're also welcome to drop your markers off when you come up.
Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole.
I invite you to sing along if you're so moved. Water, heal my body.
Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, and by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. All together. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel whole. I invite you to join in this responsive prayer. Your part is, we give thanks for this healing water. May we free our minds. May we turn to curiosity and wonder. For this we say, we give thanks for this healing water. May we feel lighter. May we turn to possibility. For this we say, give thanks for this healing water. May we turn towards freedom, towards passion, towards strength. For this we say, give thanks for this healing water. May we root ourselves in the earth. May we gather its energy. May we turn toward love. For this we say, give thanks for this healing water. Amen, and blessed be. Our closing hymn is Keep On Moving Forward, a song that calls us forward even when we're tired, even when we're stuck in yesterday's stories, a song that reminds us to sing loudly and to love boldly. It goes like this. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Let's try that. Here we go. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. You sound good. I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Here we go. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Keep on singing loudly. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Keep on loving boldly. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning back. A little faster, moving forward. Going to keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Singing loudly. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Loving boldly. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning
turning back. Moving forward, here we go. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. 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 Beloveds, may you go forward as intimate strangers to both the intimates and strangers in your life. May you go forward with holy curiosity, leaving behind the stories that no longer serve us, and leaving ourselves open to meet those in front of us, to meet each other and ourselves anew again. Go in peace, go in love, and go and be blessed as you are each a blessing to others. Amen.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Go in peace.
Thank you so much, Matt. That was such a pleasure. Our time of worship has ended. Our time of fellowship begins. Make sure you buy his books.